Hello everybody, welcome. This is another strategies, tactics and boosts show, and as you all know, we are in week 9. We are just before the finish line of the F1 Class Community Championship, and it's the last GP which is going to decide the top 3 cash prize giving positions. Maybe P1, P2 is decided, but P3 has a long way to go this week, this final event, to see who is going to grab that big chunk of cash prize. So, we are in Singapore, and I hope everybody made it, and we helped you to make it to the opening round. And this is what we're going to see today: the opening and final round tracks. What we see in our A tracks is that we only have over 30 degrees in Singapore, which is irrelevant. Um, Even with high temperatures, we can use softs in Singapore, so nothing changes there. The rest of the tracks are lower than 30 degrees, so we are okay. Rain, chances of rain in races 1, 3, and 8. This means twice in Singapore with 33 and 83 percent, and in Montreal with 16% chance of raining. Okay, so let's start with our tracks. First of all, let's review again. Let's see again Singapore, both dry and wet races. 3-3, soft soft, the best choice. I told you this in our previous video. So if you can, both drivers with this strategy, else one driver 3-3 and the second driver 4-2 medium soft. Now if it rains, bots are pitting lap 5, some of them lap 4. Best choice 3-3. If your first driver is at the top of the grid, 4-2 is okay too. So let's go. Austin, dry race. This is a combo track. We need some speed in the straights, but we have a lot of turns too. Now, in Austin, after update 29, we stick to one pit strategy, and the only thing that changes is the selection of the compounds. Depending on how good tire management our drivers have, we choose our compounds. So, okay, 4 medium, 3 medium. This means we won't push so much in our first stint, but we will push a lot in our second stint. 3-4 medium hard, because in our second stint, if we want to push, we won't be able if we use mediums, and this goes if we have low tire management. Because if we have high tire management, then this is the way to go. This is the fastest strategy you can use. Soft medium 3-4. You can even push using these compounds, and of course don't forget in the big straight to conserve and recharge your ERS. So Yeah, 3-4 soft medium, and of course 4-3 medium soft. If you think it's borderline to use uh, medium and soft, then maybe Frost, Movember, Char will help you execute this strategy. Next one is Canada. If you have seen my live streams, I have been I have been screaming a lot that I like softs in Canada. You can overtake almost everywhere in Canada with softs, even without pushing the red button. So I like to include softs in my strategies, in all my strategies in Canada. So if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, yeah, 5 laps with hards. If you can do it with mediums, even better. 5 laps with hards, 3 laps with softs, second stint. Even if you don't push, we are going to push easily. We can easily do 3 laps with softs in Canada, but even if we don't push, softs are very fast and overtake other drivers. Now, one of the safest and best strategies in Canada is this 4-4 soft medium. I would really like to see soft. If we have great tire management, yes, we can do it. But 4 soft, 4 medium, that's also very good. But if you ask me, wherever you are, back, middle, or at the top of the grid, use only softs. 2, 3, 3. And if you are in the middle and at the top, 3, 3, 2. By the way, in this strategy, the undercut, don't panic when you see your driver losing so many positions while he pits. This strategy pays off in the last 2 laps, in the last stint. So don't worry, don't panic. In your last stint, you will see the difference that this strategy makes. And of course 3-3-2 if we are in the middle or at the top of the grid. Again, softs are so fast in Canada that and the bots don't use softs, they go with mediums and hards, and this gives us an opportunity to overtake them even if we are on yellow, even if we are not pushing the red button. Now, if it rains, then the bots will pit lap 5, most of them. So 4-4 is the best choice here. Of course, if we want to split our drivers, 3-5 would be a good choice if we are mainly at the back or in the middle of the grid. So we split them 3-5 and 4-4. And if we are at the top of the grid, then 5-3, one driver 4-4, our second driver, and our top driver can do 5-3. We're going to pit ahead of the others, so we don't care that we pit in the same lap. Next one is Zandvoort, Netherlands, and yeah, of course, we all know we don't have many choices here. No choices for compounds or strategies. It's one pit stop track and medium soft. 4 medium, 3 laps with softs, and that's it. Cornering boosts mainly, combo boosts. Merlion is the boost of this event, so don't be afraid to use it. You will see that it's, for me, it's the best boost this season, but you will see that it's one of the best boosts of the game. As I said, 4-3 and 3-4 for both our drivers. Now, Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is one of the tracks that wasn't so much affected by update 29. And what I mean by that, most of the tracks we went back from 2 pit stops to 1 pit stop. In Abu Dhabi, this is not the case. We stick to 1 pit stop when we are at the back or in the middle of the grid. 4-4, hard, it works perfectly. But if we are in the middle or at the top of the grid, 2-3-3 and 3-3-2, and you see there mediums for our last stint. But if you have drivers with more than 82, 83%, 83 in tire management, soft, easily. You will do. It will go perfect. Don't worry about it. You can do 3 laps with softs. So this is the fastest strategy if you are in the middle or at the top of the grid. Still, 2 pit stops here work just fine. So don't hesitate to go for it. Australia is another track like Canada. Last season we couldn't overtake easily. In Australia we couldn't overtake at all. But now with softs this is doable and it's very good. For me it's a top choice, at the top of my choices to use softs in at least one stint in Australia. So you are at the back or in the middle of the grid like in Canada, 5 laps with hards, 3 with softs. Here 5 laps with mediums, it's impossible. You cannot do it. Even 4 are very difficult to do. So it's 5 laps with hards, 3 laps with softs. 4-4, of course, the main strategy, the safest strategy in many tracks this season. Medium hard, because 4 laps with mediums, it's borderline. So mainly we charge our ERS and then we push with the hards. If you can do 4-4 mediums, it is much better. It's faster, not much faster, but it is faster. But you need very good tire management and use something like Movember, Char, Frost, pretzel downforce, something with good tire management, because you are going to need it in this using mediums in Australia and going 4 laps. Now, if you ask me, this is what I would really like to see you playing. 2 pit stops, 3-3-2. It's very fast. We overtake easily. It's when we are in the middle or at the top of the grid. And because most of the bots won't use softs, we can overtake them easy. We can overtake them easily during the race, and we don't have to wait for them to pit and overtake them just when they are pitting. Okay, so, and the next one, race number 7, it's Baku. It's a combo track. You can see sector 3 and sector 1, lots of straights, but sector 2, the old city, is so much it's very slow and it needs a lot of cornering. So cornering or combo boosts are our first choice here. Now, if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, 1 pit stop just fine, 4 laps with hards and 3 with mediums. Of course, you can choose 4 laps with mediums, to do 4 laps with mediums, but probably you will end up finishing your first stint without tires, but we don't care so much because we're not going to do all the final straight with zero tires. We are doing half of it and then entering the pit lane, so you can risk it, because with the mediums we are going to be much faster than using hards. Of course, we are not pushing the red button. If we do, if we decide to choose the exactly opposite strategy, 3-4, which is very good, we need hard in our second stint, because if we choose medium, then the whole big straight there, we are doing it with zero tires. This means that we probably are going to lose some positions. Our opponents, the bots, will for sure overtake us very easy. So it's better to be slower during our second stint, but finish with tires, because we will lose time and positions in the final big straight. Now, if you are in the middle or at the top of the grid, then two pit stops. Yeah, it's a 7 lap track, but here two pit stops work and are the fastest strategy. 2, 2, 3, soft, medium, and I will stick with medium in our last stint here, exactly for the same reasons I explained to you in previous strategy, that 4 laps with hards in our last stint, we need to finish with some tires. We don't want to run out of tires, to be with 0% tires in the last big straight. In this strategy though, 3-2-2, we can easily replace mediums with softs. Even if we run out of tires, as I said, we're going to do only a fraction of that straight with zero tires. So maybe being faster in 3 laps using softs and just lose a couple of seconds maybe uh, before we enter the pit lane, maybe it's better. And of course, if we have high tire management, we can do these 3 laps if we don't push a lot, if we conserve. So you can, if you want, you can replace mediums here with softs. One thing I would, talking about mediums and softs, and if we can do 3 laps in Baku with softs, talking about compounds, I always say, and I would like to remind you that we need to, you need to adjust what we say here to your needs. If you don't have, give me 1 second, okay, if you don't have good tire management, you will choose harder compounds than what I'm saying here, what I'm proposing to you here. If you have great tire management, maybe instead of mediums you can use softs. So adjust these strategies. These are a guide to what to do, but adjust to your needs, to your setup, to your drivers. So let's go and see again our tracks. 2 times in Singapore with chances of rain this time, both first and eighth race. Montreal or again with some with 16% chance of rain, and then Austin, Zandvoort, Abu Dhabi, Melbourne, and Baku, dry races, low temperatures, and these are tracks that I like very much. These are tracks that I believe we can do high scores. Forgive me. Okay, these are tracks that we can do high scores, and I'm expecting a very difficult competition at the top of each tire. So get ready, buckle up, and follow these strategies because they are tested and they have they are proven to give good results. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you liked the video, smash the like button, and read the description below the video where you can find how you can join Team Alpine's Discord and how you can support your favorite creator. Thank you so much for watching. I wish the best results for each and every one of you. See you in my live streams. Bye, everybody.